Hi everyone, thank you for coming to my Vulnerably Badass YouTube channel. Today I want to talk about what I got for my birthday gift from my husband, an Oura ring. Anyway, my birthday was back in April, but I finally got it in August. I'm so happy because this is one of the things that I've been thinking about getting it, but I wasn't sure since like last year. One of the reasons is because I got into really health and wellness since last year. I mean, I was really interested, and I was trying to be more healthy, but I think I got started becoming more like nerdy about it since last summer, when I started walking like 10,000 steps every day. And for Christmas, I asked my husband to get me an Apple Watch, so that I can monitor my health better, right? Those are wearable devices, and that checks my heart rate, or like Apple Watch has Breathe app where it helps you with meditation and how much activity you did. And so last year I was thinking like, which is better, Apple Watch or Oura-ring? And because I wanted to, I don't know, maybe I wanted more focus on different functions and activities like workout and stuff, I chose Apple Watch. And then for April, which was my birthday, I thought, oh, I'm gonna get Oura ring. I want Oura ring now. And I knew that it was more about sleep, and that was pretty much everything I knew. And I knew some people recommending it, but without really knowing what it is, I said I wanted it. I think it's a good thing about me, like I'm just, something new excites me, so I want to try it out. But I'm not so strong at like detail orientation, so I don't do research beforehand. So it was the best thing, I guess, to ask as a gift, not just something that I'm gonna buy. But anyway, so he ordered it, and we received this Oura sizing kit all the way from Finland. And there are different sizes that you have. And then because it's a device, digital device, still, there is the part where it connects with the charger and stuff. So it's not normal ring. It's like a little bit of bumpy stuff. So you really have to have this sizing kit to figure out what finger works the best for you. And by wearing it, you can figure out. I was wearing something, and then I experienced when I was doing the dishes, it came off. And another advice that I got was like, make sure that I get tighter size so that it just doesn't come off, when you are using like soap or dishwashing liquid or something. So anyway, when I tried, the best fitting with the sizing kit was my ring finger on the right side. So, and it was 6, so I ordered it. But when the actual ring came, when I wore it, it didn't really fit right. So I changed it to index finger, and index finger feels the best right now. So I really appreciated the sizing kit, but it didn't really work for me. Maybe because of my fingers. My fingers have a, what do you call, thicker knuckles, and then I'm really skinny here. So it's really difficult to find ring, because if it's, you know, the knuckles are big, so it's really difficult to go in, but then once go in, it's kind of loose. But anyway, so I got the right, like I ordered a size 6 and I started wearing it. And what I love about Oura ring, I really, really appreciate Oura ring so much. The reason is because I really can learn about my sleep. And yes, with the Apple Watch and everything, I was, you know, finding out about, you know, how much I was sleeping, and you know, how many hours. So it was good. I think my sleep duration improved, because when I was back in Korea, I think the average sleep was like 5 hours or 6 hours, and which is unbelievable thinking now. But now in the States, or after I became more conscious about getting longer sleep, you know, I try to get at least 7 hours of sleep. And how my timer, my bedtime goal and wake up goal is, I have 8 hours. So that's the goal, you know, 8 hours. But it's really difficult to get 8 hours sleep. So somewhere between 7 hours and 8 hours. And so the Oura ring tells you about not only how long you slept, but the quality of sleep and how deep, you know. And I found out that I have issues with deep sleep. Oura ring shows you, you know, how much of the shallow sleep and middle, you know, sleep, and really deep sleep. And deep sleep supposed to be, I'm sorry, I'm using my phone so I can't really see the data now, but I thought it said somewhere between 10 to 15% of your whole sleep. And my data, it's been more than a week and a little bit now, shows that I tend to have shallow sleep and not so much of deep sleep. And I remember, if I remember correctly, sorry, maybe I'm not remembering it correctly, but when I read Why We Sleep, I think the lesson I learned from that was like first 90 minutes after you go to sleep is the most important time, because you get more deeper sleep. I could be wrong, but I think that was what I read. And looking at my data graph, you know, I see the cycle, how I, you know, sleep shallow and deep, and again shallow and deep. And I did see that I tend to have my deep sleep the first 90 minutes. So, and I know why I tend to have shorter sleep, because I was focusing more on the length of the sleep. So I go to bed before my husband goes to bed. Right after I put my son into bed, I go to bed, and my husband watches TV and news, and then come to bed. So a lot of times I wake up, you know, not completely get up, but because I know the bed is moving, or, you know, like I hear sound, a lot of times I wake up. So I assume that's affecting my deep sleep a lot. So I tend to have like shorter deep sleep. And so that's something that helped me understand about my deep sleep and about sleep. And another thing is like restfulness. So it talks about, you know, if you wake up and do something, and was it restfulness? Yeah, I think that was what it was called. So in my case, I tend to I don't know, I'm getting old but I tend to go to bathroom a lot. And I think that since after, you know, pregnancy. You know, during pregnancy, women go to bathroom a lot, right? Like, especially like in late pregnancy, before delivery, you know, because your bladder is pushed and you cannot really hold so much, so you almost go to the bathroom like every 30 minutes or something. So I think it became a habit. Like right now I don't go to the bathroom every 30 minutes, but at least I wake up once or twice a night to go to the bathroom. And so maybe that affects me. I don't know which one is causing which, you know, because I have shallow sleep, you know, I kind of become conscious and like, oh, I need to go to the bathroom, and I go. Or because of the bathroom, I am, you know, have shallow sleep. I don't know which comes first. But, and because I go to the bathroom, I move, you know. And then once I go back to bed, you know, it's okay if I just fall asleep right now, but I end up, you know, started thinking about things, or hard to go back to sleep. So like, you know, twists and turns, I think that's the word in English, you know, I tend to do that. So that part I have lower score. And so those are the things that you can learn, you know, how long you slept, or what was the deep sleep, or, you know, and then it tells you about how fast can you go to sleep, and there are many different categories. But for me, this restfulness, you know, like, can I really sleep good when I'm in bed, or am I sleeping deep? Those are the issues that affect the sleep score. And you know, I think it's 100 is the highest, but then like optimal sleep or good, so it tells you like you're doing good, or like, oh, very optimal. So it kind of motivates you to improve your sleep quality. So, and then it has like 3 different dimensions. One is activity, and one is sleep, and one is readiness. So readiness means, you know, when you wake up, or like, are you ready to function, focus? So your sleep affected so much. So if you have lower score on sleep, then the readiness will be affected. And activity, you know, of course, affect your sleep quality and readiness too. And one thing about activity that I learned is activity, I'm good because I'm working out every day, and you know, I'm walking, and so I'm good. But one thing it tells me is, recovery, I think. It tells me that I do too much walking. So it says I need at least 1 day or 2 days of rest days, easy days. So it doesn't mean that I don't do anything, but at least less than 80 minutes or 85 minutes of medium and high intensity workout. Because I walk every day for 80 minutes, my walking is always counted as medium intensity. So it doesn't like it. My Oura ring doesn't like me doing that much walk every day. It tells me to rest. You know, so one day I did the walk half the distance. Instead of just doing my regular, I went out to the park with my son, and we walked like really slow and looking at the birds, plants, insects, and the lake, and we had fun, good quality time. But the distance wise, you know, it was half. And our ring loved it, that I had an easy day. So this restfulness, or what is that, recovery score went up, and then activity was optimal. So everything else, you know, working out every day, like frequency and everything, I'm doing good. But if I don't rest, my score goes down. So what I learned from my Oura ring is, first, my activity have easy days. So I'm trying to have either 1 or 2 easy days. That doesn't mean not working out, but maybe half the distance in terms of walking, which is kind of a shocking for me because almost every day since last August I walked 10,000 steps. But I think now, close to the end of August this year, I can tell myself, yeah, you did a great job 1 year walking 10,000 steps every day. But from now on, your focus is gonna be resting, so that your working out or your activity is really optimal for your whole body balancing. And sleep, I am gonna try to have deeper sleep, and so I have to really be careful. Maybe I need to talk with my husband about the time we go to bed, or the first 90 minutes. That's important for me. And maybe I try to avoid caffeine or blue light, or like I should maybe start winding down earlier at night, and so that I can have more optimal readiness, optimal sleep, and optimal activity. So anyway, those are the things that this Oura ring is telling me, and you can see the data every day, like graphs. So I strongly recommend you, if you are interested in increasing your wellness, especially sleep. Sleep is really difficult to know, right, how you are doing. So because you don't have like scales or anything. So if you want to really see the data about your sleep, Oura ring is a great way to get that. So thank you for coming to my YouTube channel. I want to ask you, how satisfied are you with your activity level and sleep level, sleep quality, and how do you feel in terms of readiness every day? Are you ready to start your day, or you feel like stressed and tired? So how would you like to try or use the other Oura ring? Thank you for coming to my YouTube channel, and see you next time.